In a quiet valley, hidden between soft blue mountains, there lived a girl named Ira. The village was small. Wooden houses rested beneath golden fields. The wind always moved gently through the wheat, like it was telling secrets only the earth could understand. And Ira listened. Every evening, she climbed the same grassy hill outside her village. She would sit there barefoot, close her eyes, and whisper into the
Breeze,
wind.
carry
The
my wishes
villagers
to the
often
sky.
smiled at her strange habit. She talks to the air, they would say. But Ira did not mind, because to her, the wind was never empty. It felt alive, like it was waiting for someone to truly hear it. And somehow, it had chosen her. One summer morning, something changed. The wind did not come. The wheat fields stood still. The air felt heavy. Days passed. The river began to shrink. Cracks formed in the soil. Leaves turned dry and brittle. Birds stopped singing. The village grew quiet. The elders blamed the weather, but Ira felt something deeper. She climbed her hill again, closed her eyes, waited. Nothing. No whisper, no gentle breeze, only silence. And in that silence, she felt sadness. Not her own, but the forest's. That night, as Alira lay awake, a faint breeze touched her window. Soft, weak, but real. She followed it, through sleeping streets, past dark houses, toward the forest edge. The trees stood tall and shadowed, but the breeze moved inside them, calling her. Step by step, she walked deeper. The forest felt different, heavy, tired. Then she saw it, the sacred tree. Once glowing bright green in old stories, now its bark was cracked, its light barely visible. The air trembled. Leaves began to swirl gently around her. The wind gathered, spiraled, and from it, a form appeared. Soft, transparent, glowing. I am Zephyr, the spirit whispered, the breath of this forest. Ira stood frozen, but not afraid. Zephyr's voice was like wind through chimes. The forest is fading, he said. For many seasons, humans have taken but forgotten to give. The sacred tree is the heart. When its heart weakens, the village weakens too. Ira looked at the cracked bark, at the faint green light struggling within. What can I do? She whispered. I am only one girl. The wind circled her gently. One act of care can awaken 1,000 roots. If you restore balance, the wind will return. The next morning, before sunrise, Ira returned. She knelt beside the sacred tree, carefully clearing dry leaves from its roots. She carried water from what remained of the river. Slowly, bucket by bucket. Her hands grew tired, her dress stained with soil, but she did not stop. She planted seeds around the tree. Tiny green hopes pressed into the earth. Days passed. Still, she returned, and one morning, something changed. A small leaf near the trunk shimmered, then another. A faint glow spread through the bark. Zephyr appeared again, stronger this time. You listened, he said softly, and the forest heard you. Clouds began forming above the mountains. The air shifted. Leaves lifted from the ground. The sacred tree glowed brighter than it had in years. Zephyr rose into the sky, swirling with emerald light. The first raindrop touched Era's hand. cool, gentle. Then more followed. Rain fell over the forest, over the village, over the cracked fields. The river began to sing again. The wheat swayed in the returning wind. The forest breathed, alive once more. And on her hill, Era stood smiling as her hair danced in the breeze. Zephyr's voice whispered one final time. Nature never stops speaking. We only forget how to listen. The wind moved freely again, and the girl who once whispered to the air now heard it whisper back. End of the story.